Alright, imagine this. You're in your car. You're tired. Maybe it's been a long day, or maybe it's just a busy one. The drive-thru glows like a neon oasis. You roll down your window, and in just under 3 minutes, you've got it: salted fries, a juicy burger, a sweet, fizzy drink. It's hot, cheap, satisfying. And you didn't even leave your car. Now multiply that by 50 million. That's the estimated number of people eating fast food in the US every single day. But here's the question: why is it so cheap? And maybe more importantly, why is it so addictive? How did we end up in a world where a burger can cost less than a bottle of water, and yet somehow feel impossible to resist? This is the story of convenience, capitalism, chemistry, and craving. Let's dig in. A recipe built for scale. First things first, fast food was never just about food. It was about systems. The earliest fast food giants, McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, weren't just serving meals. They were perfecting a machine. One that could deliver food quickly, consistently, and at scale. Ray Kroc, the man who turned McDonald's into a global empire, wasn't a chef. He was a milkshake machine salesman. He didn't see burgers, he saw process. By reducing cooking to an assembly line, fast food could be produced faster and cheaper than traditional restaurants. No skilled chefs. No expensive ingredients. Just standardization, automation, and efficiency. This wasn't culinary art, it was industrial design. Why so cheap? Ever wonder how they can sell you an entire meal for the price of a latte? There are a few reasons, and none of them are simple. Subsidized ingredients. The US government heavily subsidizes crops like corn, soy, and wheat. These make up the backbone of fast food: corn syrup and sodas, soybean oil for frying, grain-fed beef, and chicken. Economies of scale. Fast food giants buy ingredients in massive quantities. When you're sourcing millions of pounds of potatoes or beef, you can drive the cost per unit way down. Low labor costs. The industry notoriously underpays its workers. Many rely on part-time, minimum-wage staff, often without benefits. Some franchises have even faced lawsuits for wage theft. Real estate and location strategy. Fast food thrives where rents are low and foot traffic is high. Chains target highways, suburbs, and low-income neighborhoods with fewer grocery stores. Outsourced externalities. Fast food doesn't pay the full price for its impact. Healthcare costs from obesity, environmental degradation from meat production, and labor exploitation are borne by society, not the companies. Put simply, it's cheap because someone else is paying the hidden costs. The science of craving. But here's where things get wild. Fast food isn't just inexpensive, it's engineered to be irresistible. You see, your brain is wired for survival. High-fat, high-sugar, high-salt foods used to be rare. So when we find them, our dopamine pathways light up. They reward us for consuming calories efficiently. Fast food hijacks that ancient system. Let's break down the crave equation. Salt enhances flavor and stimulates appetite. Fat delivers rich mouthfeel and satisfaction. Sugar spikes blood glucose and energy, then drops it, triggering more cravings. Soft textures, think burger buns, fries, nuggets, allow fast chewing and overconsumption. Scent and sound design. The smell of grilled meat or fries? That's no accident. And the crunch of a chip? Engineered to be heard. This is what food scientists call the bliss point, the perfect balance of salt, sugar, and fat that keeps you coming back for more. Built for speed, not health. Let's not sugarcoat it, or maybe we are. Fast food is optimized for cost and craving, not nutrition. Yes, some menus now offer salads, wraps, or healthy options. But they're the sideshow, not the main act. Because when you're hungry and in a rush, the body craves efficiency. And that's where the Big Mac wins every time. Nutrition experts have a term for this: energy-dense, nutrient-poor. You're getting tons of calories, but very few essential nutrients. And what happens next? Over time. Blood sugar dysregulation. Obesity. Heart disease. Type 2 diabetes. mental health issues linked to poor diet. It's not just about willpower, it's about wiring. And corporate strategy. The business of addiction. Let's be blunt, fast food profits off addiction. And they're not shy about it. From toy tie-ins for kids, to limited-time-only menu items that trigger FOMO, to gamified loyalty apps, fast food chains don't just sell food. They sell habit loops. McDonald's monopoly wasn't just a game, it was one of the most successful marketing campaigns of all time. Push notifications from apps. Hey, your favorite is back. Combo meals anchor you into spending more, even if you only wanted a snack. And then there's branding. Bright red and yellow logos? Psychologists say those colors trigger hunger and speed. The smell of fries wafting outside the drive-thru? Vented intentionally. They've turned food into a reflex. Why return to it? Let's be real, fast food meets real needs. When you're working 2 jobs. When you've got 20 minutes to feed your kids. When grocery stores are miles away and time is short, fast food feels like a solution. And for many, it's not just a treat. It's survival. But it's a system that thrives on inequality. Because the people most likely to rely on fast food are also the ones most impacted by its long-term consequences. It's quick, it's cheap, it's filling, but it's not freedom. Pushback slows shifts. Of course, the tide is turning. Slowly. The rise of the slow food movement, plant-based alternatives, healthier fast casual options like Chipotle or Sweet Green, all signal a shift in consciousness. But affordability is still king. And until real food is as cheap, accessible, and addictive as fast food, we're fighting an uphill battle. Final thoughts. Fast food isn't evil. But it is engineered. Engineered for speed. For craving. For consumption. It's a system designed to feed billions, profit massively, and condition us to want more, for less. And while it may solve today's hunger, it leaves a deeper hunger unresolved, for nourishment, for connection, for time. The next time you find yourself in a drive-thru, ask yourself, not in guilt, but in curiosity. Who made this system? Who benefits? And who pays the real price? Because understanding the business of fast food isn't just about food, it's about how the modern world feeds us, and what it's taking in return. And hey, if you found this deep dive into the world of fast food illuminating, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's ever been caught in the drive-thru loop. We've got more long-form explorations coming, unpacking the systems that shape our lives, the cravings we barely understand, and the truths that rarely get told. Stay curious. Stay kind. And I'll see you in the next one.